Hello, we're looking at the 2018 IEB past paper, the grammar section, the sentences section. There's a whole book on this, Afrikaans Made Simple workbook. Get your copy at CNA, spend the money, don't spend it on extra lessons. This book will guide you through everything that you need, and it'll save you time and save you money and sort you out for the exam. This one's a bit thinner, it's a bit cheaper, does the same thing. You can decide which one to buy. Cool. Please tell your friends about these videos from other schools so that they can benefit as well. So we're looking at IB 2018. Again, we have this little picture here in the beginning, this cartoon. This just really sets the context. Not super important. Don't waste too much time on this. Okay. So hier is die lys van universiteite waar ek gaan aansoek doen. So is this Jeremy, eh? What is this guy called again? Doesn't matter. He says here's the list of universities where I'm going to apply. The mom says, mooi, cool, kan ons sien, can we see? She says, The dad says, interessante keuse wat jy gemaak het, an interesting choice that you made. The dad continues here, he says, jy het basies al die top partytjie universiteite gekies. You chose all the top partying universities. Okay. And then he says, julle het my nog altyd geleer om hoog te mik. Well, you've always taught me to aim high. Okay. So looking at 8.1 then, says there, hy het 'n lang lys van moontlike universiteite. He has, that het there means have or has. It's not the past tense het. Okay, so he has a long list of possible universities, and they start you off with volgende keer, next time. Okay, next time. So they want future tense. Okay, so the rule says if you have a het, meaning have or has, then you have sal and then a he at the end of the sentence. Okay, if there's an infinitive, the he will be just before it, won't be after the infinitive. Okay, so volgende keer sal hy 'n lang lys van moontlike universiteite hê. Okay, just remember the copy on the E there. Can't seem to find, my keyboard doesn't have numbers yet, so just remember the copy on the, so there is here. Okay, and then you'll have the little copy there. Okay. Next one. That was easy enough. Het jy al op 'n universiteit vir volgende jaar besluit? Have you decided on a university for next year yet? Now this al, as I said in the previous video, al and nog are two such common ones. Al changes to nog nie, nog changes to nie meer. They always go for, almost always go for one of these two ones. So have you, the boy would answer near ek. Okay, so just get your pronouns, make sure you sort out your pronouns as well, and don't make a mistake with that, and then don't forget your nie at the end of the sentence. If you struggle with word order after nie, again, you use subject, time, manner. So subject, then your verb, time. Use the stompie word order after nie. Okay, it's just a little tip. Nee, ek het nog nie, not yet, op 'n universiteit vir volgende jaar besluit nie. Don't forget the nie. Cool. Die seun stel 'n lang lys van vrae op. The boy sets and up, stel op 'n lang lys van universiteite, long list of universities he sets up. Vroeger, so it's earlier in the day or earlier in the week. So they want past tense, say. Vroeger, so het die seun 'n lang lys van universiteite. Okay, now your stel is gonna move to the end, obviously, with a g. Be careful though that opgestel will become one word. If there's a preposition at the end of the sentence like that, it'll always join and make a sandwich with the g. Okay. If you don't know which words join, it's just by practice really that you see. There are a few that aren't prepositions that also join, so just be wary of that little trick. So that is the trick there. Opgestel. Cool. 8.4. Die pa sê dat hy 'n interessante keuse gemaak het. The dad says that he made an interesting choice. That is indirect speech. You see there, they have a dat. Okay, you have your verb at the end because dat is a group 3 conjunction. It's a group 3 conjunction. Okay. And they've changed the pronoun to hy. So now you need to go in reverse. So it can be tricky, but once you've done a few, it's not that bad. Die pa sê, you made a few interesting choices. Jy het, the het subject is jy. What comes after subject? Always a verb. Okay, always in the second position. Jy het 'n interessante keuse gemaak. Full stop and close the quotation marks. Okay, so it's going in reverse, right, from indirect to direct. Okay. Die seun behoort die keuse op sy eie te maak. The boy should make the choices by himself. Interesting one. I was wondering when they're going to pop this into an exam. Okay, so here you have the word behoort, which means should. You need to know that should is married to another word later in the sentence. And there it is. Te. Behoort and te always go as a couple. They always go together. If you see a behoort, you will see a te later in the sentence. You'll also see a verb after that te. There's never an exception to this. It's locked into the structure of the language. Okay, so you can rely on that at least. Now they are saying don't use should, please use hoef. Okay, now hoef is also married to a te, and it will have the same verb there. However, hoef has two other friends as well, so it's married with two friends, nie and nie, the twins. Okay, die seun hoef nie. The one nie will go after the hoef. If your subject is that side, the nie will go after the hoef. If your subject is there, then the nie will just shift on. Okay, but typically it's after the hoef, and the second nie will be at the end of that whole lot. Okay, so die seun, so what's your answer here? Oh, what is that now? Sorry. Die seun hoef, just get the answer, die seun hoef nie die keuse op sy eie te maak nie. He doesn't have to make the choice by himself. Hoef is always in the negative. Okay. So there are some variations on how they ask behoort, hoef. Sometimes they mix it with moet. Sometimes they want you to change tenses. All of that is in here. All those little tricks and little variations are covered in the book. That's why you must have the book. It's a no-brainer. Little bit of marketing. Cool. 8.6. Die seun is enthousiasties deur sy ouers aangemoedig om hoog te mik. I must say, of the three papers, 16, 17 and 18, 2018 definitely the hardest so far, and I would say 2016 the easiest. But here you have a sentence in leidende vorm. There, is deur. Okay, now with leidende vorm, you know the sentence starts with the object. There's enthusiastis's manner. There's your subject. There's your verb. And there's your infinitive. Now they're asking you to go back to stompie format. Say, oh, so once you've spotted that, it's not that bad, actually. So it's leidende form in reverse. It's leidende back to bedrijvende form, back to stompie form. So your is and the deur will obviously go away. The ge that you put on the verb will go away. That part of your verb will go back to your verb 1 position. Okay, earlier in the sentence there. It will go there. So okay, so let's just pause it there if you're a bit confused. But also in the book you've got a few of those. So die ouers moedig die seun enthusiasties aan. So you've got the preposition that's still left there. That moedig would have sucked onto it and made a sandwich there. Okay. Die ouers moedig die seun enthusiasties aan om hoog te mik, to aim high. Yes, not an easy one, but not too bad. Okay, 8.7 is a tough one, but I've seen this before. I like doing this, I see. Okay, so 'n lys. Hy stel 'n lys van universiteite op en hy doen aansoek. He sets up a list of universities and he applies. He does an application. Okay. So what you have here is two sentences with an N in the middle. Now they're saying, don't use the N. Please use nadat. And also start with nadat. Okay, so don't use N. We want you to not use a conjunction in the middle. We want you to please connect those sentences starting with nadat. Okay, so you have two sentences here. There's a sentence and there's a sentence. And nadat means after. Now the trick with nadat is that it changes both sentences to the past tense, or at least one. Okay, it changes the first one into the past tense. Okay, one or both. You can change both. It's optional, but however. So after, would you say, so now you need to figure out which one comes first, which one comes second. So would you say after he applies, he writes a list of universities? Or would you say after he wrote the list of universities, he applies? So clearly, this sentence will come first. After he writes the list, then he applies. Okay? So nadat hy, now you remember the pattern is you have your verbs meeting in the middle here. Your verb ones of both sentences will meet in the middle. Okay, but now keep in mind that you have to change the first one to the past tense as well. Okay, so really not easy. I've got some practice in the book with this because it is tricky. I will agree to that. Okay, so nadat hy 'n lys van universiteite opgestel, past tense, eh? And then the head's at the end there, because to fit into that pattern. Alright, the pattern is nicely explained in the book. You have your conjunction, okay, sentence 1, verb, sentence 2, verb, okay, that's your pattern. Oh, I'm off screen now, sorry. Okay, so you need to fit it into that pattern. So there's your verb. Now your other verb from this sentence must go in there. Okay, nadat hy 'n lys van universiteite opgestel het, doen hy aansoek. You can say het hy aansoek gedoen, you can do that. So just maybe keep it like that. Let hy aansoek gedoen. Alright. So there's your pattern, conjunction, het. Alright, remember that's your pattern, conjunction, verb 1 from your sentence 1, comma, verb 1 from sentence 2, comma, and the sentence. Can you see? There are your verb 1s. Nadat, I think, is the only one where you change the tense. Am I correct, teachers? If you're watching, I think nadat's the only one. No, I think so. Nadat after forces you to change the tense. If your teacher is a grammar expert, maybe ask her if there's another one. Nadat, I think it's the only one that forces it into the past tense. The rest will just, the tense will stay the same. So 8.7 is a particularly nasty one. I don't like that question, but anyway, it is what it is. Cool. Okay. 8.8, this is more like it. I like this. Die ouers motiveer hulle seun om 'n wyse besluit te neem. Okay, so you've got the parents are motivating their boy to take a wise decision. Okay, so you've got a sentence here with om te. Now, instead of using om te, they want you to use sodat, so that. The parents are motivating their boy so that he can make a wise decision. Okay, so normally they ask it the other way around. They go from conjunction to infinitive instead of from infinitive to conjunction. Okay, and I've made a list of 4 steps. So now you just have to do it in reverse. Okay, so with sodat, you're not going to need the te. But now you're going to need to put in a subject here. So that hy, so it's the boy. So just put in hy, 'n wyse besluit. So that hy, 'n wyse besluit. And now you need a helping verb so that he can make a wise decision. It works nicely in English as well. Kan, yeah. So if we went the other way around, how they normally ask it, I tell you normally take out the subject, take out the kan, put in a te. Those are the steps. Now we're just doing it in reverse. Okay, it's on page 34 of the book. There's a nice explanation of how you never have to get this thing wrong. Okay, if you get 8.7 wrong, I will forgive you, but not 8.8. Okay, 8.9. Hy hou van partytjie universiteite. He likes party universities. Maar hy moet ook studeer. So it's another one of these pattern things. Not easy. Okay, so they are giving you a sentence with maar. Now they're saying, don't use maar. Please join these 2 sentences. Now they're talking about this forms 2 sentences, eh? Okay, because a conjunction just splits 2 sentences. They're saying, join the sentences, but use al. And al there we had this, remember here we had that pattern. Now all has its own pattern. In the book or in the videos, just go, if you can't buy the book, just watch the videos. Okay, all there. All's pattern is like that. Instead of that verb one sitting there, it now sits next to all, and all's the only one. That's the only exception as far as I know. Okay, so all. Now, which one comes first and which one comes second? Although, all is although. Although he likes party universities, he also has to study. Although he also has to study. No. So, although he likes party universities, he also has to study. So, this one comes first. This one here definitely comes first. There's where are your verb ones. There's your verb one, and there's your verb one there. So they will fit into this pattern. Happy? Okay, al ho, hey, van partytjie universiteite, so much typing, comma, moet hy work studio. Okay, see there, fits into where am I? Fits into the patterns. Oops, there, ho and moet. See, there's ho there and there's moet there. Cool. 8.10. Up a bit. There we go, it's better. Die pa sal die seun met die lys van universiteite help. The boy will help the dad with the list of universities. Okay, now they're starting you with the object. So as soon as they start you with the object of the sentence, you know that they want ledene form, so they want one of those formulas. Here they're using sal, so you need to write down the future tense formula. What you do like this, watch here. Oh, tell me something, please, Eileen. Okay, there you put in your sal, there you put in a ge, what am I doing? You put in your dear. Okay, there you put in a ge plus your verb, and unique to this future tense formula is a word there, also part of the formula. Okay, so what do we have here? Now you just follow your formula. The seun object, what's next? Sal. Time, no time. Manner, no manner. Dear, okay. Subject, so pa. The place here would be with the list of universities. That's what they're working on. Dear say pa met die lys van universiteite. Ge plus your verb, gehelp, then your word. Okay, gehelp word. That's your answer. Okay. Die lys van universiteite can also say pa and lys of universiteite together. I suppose it could form the subject, if you like. A list of universities, not really a place, it's more the thing that they're working on. So that thing there together will form the subject. Sure, it's not an easy paper by any stretch of the imagination. Cool, almost done. Die seun is in graad 12. Die pa praat met die seun. The boy is in grade 12. The dad talks to the boy. die seun met wie. Now this you have to recognize as relative pronouns, betreklike voornaamwoorde. There's a whole chapter on this. There's a nice video on this for 20 minutes long. Go through it. But essentially they give you the relative pronoun. So you just do the rest of the steps, which is underline what's the same. Take that out. Okay, the met is already used there. So you take that out as well. Your verb there must go to the end, the verb in the second sentence. Then you'll have a little piece of sentence left here, and that goes right at the end. Okay, that's very fast, but when you learn the steps, you'll see it's very doable. It's not that bad. So die seun met wie, what's left in the second sentence? Die pa, and the verb at the end, praat, comma, and then that piece that's left goes at the end there. Okay? Die seun met wie die pa praat is in graad 12. Full stop. Done and dusted. 8.12. Let's finish up. Hy het weer noukeurig na die lys gekyk. Noukeurig is carefully. He looked at the list again carefully. So weer is manner, noukeurig is manner, list is the object, hy is the subject, vandag. So it's a past tense sentence. So they want vandag. So if they want present tense, they want normal stompie. Okay? Happy? That means your het can disappear. Your ge on your verb can disappear. Your verb that moved to the end can move back to where it was. Okay. So answer. Vandag. Time, starting with time, what's next? Your verb. It's always next. Vandag kyk hy weer noukeurig na die lys. Thank you for your time. Please, if you struggle with grammar, there's no reason to struggle. Go to CNA, get a copy of Afrikaans Made Simple or Afrikaans Made Simple cheat sheets and get this sorted. Also watch the other videos on the YouTube channel. Okay, thanks for tuning in. Those are 3 nice extra papers that you can revise before your trials paper, or if you write a June exam, or if you still have to write a grammar test for your portfolio. Go over these things. IEB 2016, 17, 18. There are 3 videos that should be enough to revise if your grammar is pretty waxed. Okay, thanks for your time. We'll chat soon. Bye.